Sherry Snook here at the Worldfest, hanging out with Rob Allbee and Michael Franti, who've connected in the past 7 months starting at New Folsom Prison. So today, Rob and Michael are going to give their piece of their story of how this happened and where it is right now. So welcome Rob Allbee and Michael Franti.
Thank you, thank you,
thank you. It's good to be here.
And we just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for coming inside the prison and helping doing the work that you're doing and all the wonderful work you're doing on the streets.
Thank you.
It made a big difference. And Butch, I know that you guys have spoken, and you know he was just got paroled, and sent the guys inside, sent word out to make sure that you understood what a difference it makes to their lives to have people from the outside that come in and do the work that we do, so that they know that they're not alone, that there are people out here that really do care and haven't forgotten. And I think that's kind of the message that we've always tried to carry, is that, you know, that sometimes, you know, when people sit and try to think about what's going on in the world and all the difficult problems, that sometimes it seems way too overwhelming. But that each person, if they kind of pick up their piece of it, that's what makes change happen. There's a tipping point that takes place when enough people get concerned around a cause. Then you know as well as I do that stuff changes, because each individual picks up their piece of it, just like you're doing in your life, and you know I'm trying to do in mine. So because I know you've done a lot of social work and that kind of stuff and helping different causes. So we just want to make sure that you understood from us, from the guys inside, that it's that kind of stuff that makes a difference, a big, big difference. And I don't have the words to convey, and you know, Butch can say more about what these guys have told him to say, you know, to make sure that you get what's going on with us. So anyway, mainly it was just thanks for helping us and thanks for helping our cause, and you know, makes a big, big difference. You know, people like you who really got heart and care. So.
Thank you. It was really moving for all of us, a whole band, all our crew, everybody, because you know, I've played in a lot of prisons before. Most of the time I play in youth prisons. You see people when they're on their way up, you know. And but to go there that day and just sit down with a few of the cats, yourself included, and just have a chance to reason with people who have been spending time talking and thinking about stuff for a lot of years. There's a truth and a wisdom that we don't even get when we're on the outside in our quote-unquote freedom, you know. And so I was really inspired by it, and I took that experience and I told stories about my time there all around the country, and about the cats that I met there, and I look forward to doing it again. I hope real soon that we can go back in, and also I also want to come in there and just build on a poetic level too. You know, we can just sit down in a smaller room, small group of cats, and just really break it down. You know what I mean?
Well, sure. The kid that was there that night at the benefit,
yeah.
He was in the program. He was one of the kids that started in the program, just, you know, and said, this is something I feel like I want to do. And yeah. I worked with him for, you know, the whole time he was in prison, and got out, and you can see what he's doing now. I mean, he's on fire with spoken word, and really, you know, and it makes a difference. I mean, these guys are, you know, a lot of guys especially in the prison that I'm in, they're struck out and going to spend the rest of their life in prison. But you know, all the sages and mystics and monks throughout time have all went and spent their 40 days and 40 nights or 40 years, whatever it was, in the wilderness for a reason, you know. And I tell these guys, you can do the same thing here, you know, and they're just trying to find some way to salvage what's left of their life, even though they're going to die in prison. It doesn't mean that their spirit is dead or that they have to give up. And so that's really the strong message we're trying to get across, is that even these people that have made horrible mistakes in their life, and the truth is, if the laws had been in place when I was getting in trouble, I would be one of those guys that was locked up for the rest of my life too. You know, I was just lucky that it was all happening when I was young in the 60s and 70s, or I'd be in the exact same position. So these guys are just trying to find some way to salvage what's left, and we found that through, and I tell them, find any way you need to, whether it's art or find a spiritual path or something, but you got to find some reason to get up out of bed every day and keep trying. Because it can feel really desperate and hopeless, especially the kids coming in struck out, never going to get out at 16, 17, 18 years old, and they know they're never going to get out of prison. And you know, without even getting into the whole side about how harsh it's become, the way we've dealt with, you know, criminal justice, and I mean, there's a whole different argument there, but without getting into all that, there is stuff that we can do out here to make a difference what's going on inside the prison, and it's just each person stepping up and saying, you know, let's do something about this together. You know, that's why we've invited everybody. You know, go to our website, sign up, get on the newsletter, do what you can. We're always making, you know, requests out to people that when we'll need stuff, you know, when we need, maybe we'll need somebody that can donate books, or we need somebody that can help a guy when he's paroled, or there's 1,000 things. So it's, the strong thing I want to let everybody know is that, you know, you don't have to have been in prison or been a drug addict, or, you know, to have a real big impact in this whole issue. Is just, it's just like I said, each person stepping up and trying to find what their medicine is about, and moving into that, you know, in a real way, you know.
Butch, what was the thing that got you through? You know, what got you up every morning and making it through to where you are now today?
After so many years went by in there, and so many decades of my life and stuff, I just, when I'd get up, I needed to change somewhere, and I didn't know what it was, and, you know, what was going to happen to me in the rest of my life, you know. And then my mother died, and it broke my back. And they were trying to get me in the group for a few years in there. And when I came out of the hole, I met Rob, and I went in one time, and that was about going on 7 years ago, and I haven't stopped since. And these guys, they saved my life, what's left of it. It changed me around totally, completely, from what I was before to, you know, to what I am now. You know, a caring, loving person now, where I was an animal, you know, and I was a bad guy. And ever since then, I met these guys and started going into Men's Inside Circle Foundation stuff. My whole life has changed, and I'm just thankful to Spirit and everything that I'm free. You know, I get one more chance, and I know I'm gonna make it, because I've had the help from Rob and all these guys that are outside, and they just don't let up on me. They give me hope every day. That's what kept me getting up for about the last 5-6 years when I was in there.
What did you find in that first circle, the first time you went? What did actually happen? What did you do? And what happens in the circle?
I found out I could cry and still be a man. Tears could pour down my face and still be a man. I found out that I wasn't ashamed of, you know, of feeling my feelings, my inner feelings, sadness, fear. It was okay to live with these feelings every day, and to help other guys with their feelings, you know, every day. And the problems.
There's men willing to stand right by your side and do the same thing with you, you know, every day. You know, that's what we do. We go in there and just, it's not rocket science. It's just feeling what you feel, you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So anyway,
yeah.
Thanks for everything you're doing, and thanks for you living in your medicine, you know, and following your path, and singing your song, you know.
Thank you. We look forward to going back inside and bringing the band back in and bringing the poetry in, and next year we'll do another show to keep it all alive, you know. And we really appreciate all folks in the public, Northern California, Grass Valley, Auburn, all around Sacramento, this whole area, for coming out and representing at the show, so we could make the money that's essential, you know. With all the billions and billions of dollars that are spent on the prison industry, so little of it touches the man inside, the people who need, you know, the basic needs, you know, nutrition, healthcare, counseling, whatever it is that they need. And every year more and more of those things gets cut back and cut back and cut back, but more and more money seems to get spent on prisons every year to build new ones. And so all that money that we raise at the show really goes a long way, and we appreciate everybody supporting it, not only at the shows but throughout the year. Go to the website, and we take donations in all denominations in any currency, big or small.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah. So anyway, they're rushing us here, so
right.
we gotta get going.
Take care.
So thanks very much, bro.
That's a lot.
Hey, thanks, Mark.
Yes, Butch. Respect, man. All right.
For all the guys in there too, they all thank you.
Thank you, man.
Sure I get,
Thank you.
Get the message to you.
Thank you. Say hello to them all.
I will.
All right. Peace.
It's when the rainbow